Hello, Mr. Bloxham here. We're just going to serve up beef stew. If you come and have a look over here, we've got it all ready. Been in the slow cooker. Needs at least 2 hours to simmer beef. This has been a bit longer. And I've got dumplings, 100 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of suet, either vegetable suet or beef suet, a little bit of baking powder, salt and pepper, and some fresh herbs. Well, I'm going to turn that off now. That's done. Because that would keep hot for ages, so we don't need it on. Now I've got mashed potato with it, but rather than have mashed potato, we've got a thing called colcannon. So I'm going to strain it, but I need the colander. So I'm going to get another colander, that would be just as good actually. So I'm going to strain the potatoes in the sink, pour it away from you, don't hold it when you do it. Let them drain for a little bit. While they drain, I'm going to melt the butter in here, because otherwise sometimes the potatoes are a bit funny if they've been boiled. So I'll get some butter here, and also it won't go so cold now. So in a restaurant, they don't want, well, especially where they're serving themselves, maybe that's a bit too much butter, so I'm going to take a little bit of that out, as if I've only done actually one potato. But colcannon, an Irish dish, they actually serve it, I think they serve it on, well known to be served on New Year's Eve. It's got cabbage in it. This is kale, but it normally has cabbage in it, and it sometimes has spring onions in it, which is another famous Irish dish, which is mashed potato with spring onions. And here we are. We don't have to cook these. Some people cook them, and they either cook them in a bit of milk or just cook them for a little bit. What I'm not going to do, I'm just going to chop them up nice and small. Yeah. Reasonably small, and you have a little bit of an onion flavour. This is well known with sausages, but the colcannon here with a stew, like beef and Guinness stew, or well done like a beef stew, that's quite famous. But not everybody puts spring onions in. I'm going to put cabbage and spring onions in. So by melting the butter, then it doesn't cool it down so much. Now I've got a masher out. Here's the masher. I'm also going to do the swede. Now you can't do mashed potato with a hand blender, otherwise it goes very glutinous. But you can't, the swede is better with a hand blender, so I'm going to do that. So this goes in here, put it on the trivet or a cloth, mash it, and then you could heat it back up a bit. If you think it's gone a bit cold, you can put it back on the stove. Yep. Now you could put a little bit of milk in it as well, if you think it's gone a bit thick. So I would say that would be a little bit thick, but in the cabbage, there's quite a lot of water sometimes, so I'm not going to actually put some milk in it, but you could put a little bit of milk in. I'm going to put a tiny bit of milk in, and then more likely you remember. So, a little bit of milk, we only have semi-skimmed, so we're going to use that, but obviously full fat would be fine. Then you can find the ideal thing. If you've got a potato ricer, you could obviously put it through the ricer as well. So we've got some mashed potato. So we've already got some carbohydrate in the dumplings, that's why I've only done one potato. Then we get the cabbage. We put it in, so this is going to be more cabbage than you would normally have. Then we put in the spring onions. And we can stir that round. Maybe I should put this in the bigger saucepan, quite big. So it wouldn't normally have this ratio, it would normally have maybe 2 potatoes for that amount of cabbage. Yeah, but we're trying to cut down on the carbs, would be a bit more healthier. Now also my wife loves swede, so we're doing swede. Also, when they serve this, sometimes they put an extra lump of butter on, which I'm not going to do. So that's normally not so green as that. So with this as well, swede, we've got the swede. I'm going to save the water actually, because in the water, this is the cabbage water and the swede water in there. And maybe we'll be able to use that again, because that will have lots of vitamin C in from the cabbage. So I'm not going to waste that. Now, same again with the swede. I'm not going to put all the butter in. I'll put that little bit in there, obviously. You don't want to put any butter in, but it does make it taste a lot more creamy. You can heat this up just while the swede's going, but I am going to put a little bit of salt in this one. And normally I put a bit of white pepper. I'm only going to put a tiny bit in, and I'm going to put a bit extra in mine, because my wife does say she doesn't like the white pepper in it, but I do like the taste of white pepper, especially for mashed potato and swede. With this, you could put some nutmeg in. So this goes on with a hand blender. Could have melted it maybe a bit more, but this would be. We're going to eat any minute, so we're going to serve it straight. So what I'm going to do actually, because the cabbage has been draining a bit, if you think it's gone a bit cold, you can just whack it in the microwave. So this one here, the cabbage, I left draining a bit while I made the... Normally I wouldn't have made the dumplings, but I'll just show you that. Oh, in my last video, I did some sweet dumplings. and it shows you how to make the dumplings if you want to see that. So this will only take about a minute or two. 2 minutes. Back to the swede. This is far better mashed with this than with a masher. Only not this Christmas, but the Christmas before, I invited some staff to my room for Christmas lunch, and a few of them commented on the food that they didn't realise you could use a hand blender. So if you do it with a masher, it's nowhere near as smooth as this. So when I serve this up, I'm going to put some extra white pepper on mine. So I do like the white pepper. So maybe it's in here like that. Take that off. This bit just goes in, gets washed up. Make sure you scrape it all off so you don't waste it. So the mash is now ready to go. So we're going to start getting some of the stew out. So I'm going to, because the potatoes heating, I'm only going to have 2 dumplings. I've made 7 dumplings here. My wife doesn't eat too many carbs, so she's only going to have 1. I'm going to have 2, and then my son will probably have 3. So we're going to do my wife's one here. She's going to get 1 dumpling. Actually, I'm going to do 2 dumplings. I'm going to do probably my son's first. So normally you could maybe put this on the top. This meat by the day should be nice and tender. You can see it's just falling apart with a spoon. That's only did that about 3 hours ago or 3.5 hours ago. So a little bit of swede. The spoon, and you can serve it on top. Obviously some places might serve it on top. So in here, put it down here, mash potatoes at about a minute or 2. You won't want it too hot, and as you can see it's steaming hot now, it's a bit better. And then a bit of this as well. And he's going to have 2, actually I want to give him 3. Is he going to have 3 or not? He's nodding, he's my cameraman today. Some of you will probably know who he is anyway. So there we are, there's 3 for him. And that's Mr. Bloxham from Bay House School. I'm only going to have 2, my wife's going to have 1. Thank you.